Hello and welcome to the 150th episode of Rivers Arcade Review. My name is Ed. This channel is dedicated to the coin-operated video games of yesteryear. Today I'm reviewing a favorite of mine, Demolition Derby. Demolition Derby was released in 1984 by Bally Midway. My first time playing this game was at Haunted Trails in Burbank, Illinois. Demolition Derby is a racing-themed game in which you control a car with a steering wheel and a two-position shifter for forward and reverse. You need to drive your car inside of a closed-in racetrack during a county fair-type demolition derby. This game came in two versions, a two-player upright version and a four-player stand-up table version. You take control of a colored car in the derby. Each player will control a different colored car. Player 1 will control the blue car, Player 2 will control the red car, Player 3 will control the yellow car, and Player 4 will control the green car. You use the shifter to control which direction your car moves. Moving the shifter up will drive your car forward, and moving the shifter down will drive your car in reverse. Releasing the shifter will cause your car to stop. Use the steering wheel to steer your car, although you need to remember when driving in reverse, you need to steer in the opposite direction you wish to drive. You need to protect the radiator of your car, so you need to drive backwards to hit opponents with your back end to inflict maximum damage to the opponent's car while limiting the damage to your car. Your car will have a damage meter at the bottom of the playfield just above your steering wheel. There will be a wrench at the left position of the meter. Anytime you knock out an enemy car, the wrench will move to the right. The wrench will be covered later in the video. Anytime your front end takes a hit, your damage meter will be reduced. You also need to avoid hitting the track walls with your front end because doing so will also cause you damage. When your meter nearly runs out, your engine will begin smoking. Getting hit again will cause your engine to start on fire and your game will end. A one-player game begins with your car amid 5 gray-colored cars. The gray cars are controlled by the computer. Just like a traditional demolition derby, you need to damage the opponent's cars while protecting yours. If more than one player begins the derby, one less gray car will race. Although if 4 players begin the derby, there will be 8 cars in all. The cars will be facing rearward towards each other just like a traditional derby. The fronts of the cars will have yellow headlights to distinguish which is the front. The derby will begin with the waving of the green flag. After the green flag, it's everyone for themselves. All drivers will begin crashing into each other in an attempt to knock the other cars out of the derby. Hitting enemy cars in their front end will cause more damage than hitting them elsewhere. As the derby continues, you will see the cars getting more and more physical damage. Once a car is destroyed, it will be removed from the playfield, although it will leave physical debris behind. This debris will cause obstacles for both your car as well as the computer-controlled cars. The first type of debris will be an oil slick. Driving through the oil slicks will not damage your car, although it will cause you to lose control and it will spin out. While your car is spinning, it can slide into other cars, causing damage to your own. The oil slicks will affect the computer cars the same way. The second type of debris will be loose tires. Hitting a loose tire will cause it to bounce around the track. Hitting the tire won't cause damage to your car, but it will cause it to stop no matter your speed. As cars get knocked out of the derby, bonus items will appear. Once there are 5 cars remaining, a key will appear. Driving across the key will award bonus points. Once there are 4 cars remaining, a screwdriver will appear. Driving across the screwdriver will immediately repair some of your damage. Once there are 3 cars remaining, a wrench will appear. Driving across the wrench will add a second wrench to your damage meter. If there is a bonus item on the track when another car is eliminated, the next bonus item won't appear until the first bonus item is either collected or disappears. Knocking out all the gray cars will advance you to the next derby. Between derbies, you will get a short cutscene with the trophy girl congratulating you for advancing to the next derby. The second derby will consist of 8 cars in all. The computer will begin with new cars, although you will begin with the same car, although your damage bar will be increased to the position of the wrench. If you collected a wrench in the previous round, your damage bar will increase to the position of the second wrench. During a 3 or 4 player game, you will not advance to the next round until there are only 2 players left. Each time you advance to the next derby, more of the trophy girl will be displayed as well as a new trophy will be added. This picture will max out after winning 5 derbies. Players are able to join a derby at any time. If a player enters while a derby is in action, a red flag will wave and the derby is stopped and there will be a text saying "Car entering derby." After this, the cars will be reset and the new driver will be placed in formation and the race will restart. Your car will receive damage repair to where the wrench was prior to the red flag. The new player will begin with no damage. Scoring for the game is as follows. You'll earn 100 points for hitting another car with your front end. You'll earn between 100 and 1,500 points for hitting another car with your back end based on where you hit the other car. Hitting the front of an opponent will award more points than hitting the back. You'll earn either 500, 1,000, 2,500, or 5,000 points for knocking a car out of the derby. I enjoyed playing this game and recommend playing it especially in an arcade setting since it doesn't translate well to emulators due to the lack of a steering wheel, but it still plays well. I like this game more than Pac-Land, but not as much as Blasteroids, so Demolition Derby drives its way into the 49th position overall. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any games you'd like me to review, please leave a message below or on my homepage. Please remember to hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned to new videos every Sunday.